Friday, and welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. I am Anthony Totri.
Yeah, you are.
Joined, as always, by one of my partners in crime.
Yes, I am.
Shane Diefenbach. Sean DePaz well, he's not on a plane anymore, right?
No.
No?
Well, no.
He might be on a plane.
No,
not on a plane?
No, he's probably listening to Baby Keem in the airport.
Well, we've replaced Sean. His permanent replacement is now Ben Coleman, Arizona State offensive lineman. How do you feel now that you've taken Sean's seat at the table?
I feel great.
Yeah.
His seat is comfortable too. So I feel wonderful.
So there's one thing that we don't have the video for it, but last night we did a post-game show for the basketball.
Oh my God. I have to disagree with Sean.
You have to. That's what I'm saying. So Sean, at one point, like we said, he's going on vacation or whatever. He's not going to be back. Ben Coleman's going to be joining us. And Sean's like, well, the show is just not going to be as cute with me not on it. Like, pretty much calling you out. I think Sean's out of a job. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Ben, we've talked in the past, like off camera, about you wanting to do radio a little bit, post-football career, podcasting, that type of stuff. So we're happy to have you on for the first time. I'm just curious, before we get into any like the football stuff, what is it about like this space, the podcast space or the radio space, that like has you intrigued?
I think I love sports, and I think the ability to connect with sports and continue that journey for myself. I know I have to hang up the pads and cleats one day, so I look forward to continue to have discussions, and I look up to a lot of guys. You guys as well. Just that you'd be able to talk about sports and have discussions. You do it all the time at the lunch table when you're young and everything. But I think it's a great opportunity to continue that sports talk and that sports journey.
Definitely.
Ben, what's it like being a nerd? Graduating in 3.5 years from Cal.
I mean, it's definitely not an easy feat. It's definitely not easy, but I mean, I look at it as a challenge. And so I'm glad I completed that. And I think it was really important to me. It was a goal that I set in high school. Trey Brown came here. He graduated from Washington State in 3.5 as well. And we shared that same goal. And as soon as I had it, it was a little different back then as far as transfer rules and everything when I was coming through high school. But the one thing I knew is that, you graduate as soon as possible because you never know where things will end up. And so, although the transfer rules have changed, it was one of my goals to graduate in 3.5, and it was important to me.
How much were you actually home during that time when you were in class and at football practice?
I think the one thing is that COVID forced people at home. So that was a big portion of it. Of course, that was the end of my freshman year, and it kind of continued all the way through. But, it wasn't much. And if anything, I was at home just making sure that, study a lot. And I think the biggest thing, too, is being able to network as well with your classmates and everybody because, like I said, Berkeley's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
What was it about? Obviously, you made the decision to come to Arizona State, but you spent a lot of time at Cal. What was it about, your final season that you're like, okay, I'm gonna enter the transfer portal. I want to see what else is out there.
I don't think it was more so of what Cal had. I think it was more so what I wanted for myself. And going to find a coaching staff that I felt that would put me in the best position to win, in the best position as far as my future. And obviously, I have NFL aspirations.
What was it about Kenny Dillingham specifically that kind of intrigued you to come here? Because I know everything in terms of the way that he was going in terms of the transfer portal and recruits was a lot about bringing people home, right? I'm sure you've seen all the graphics and all that type of stuff, but you're from California. So what was it about this staff that you're like, okay, it's Arizona State?
I think, Coach Dillingham is an amazing person. And, he does a lot of different tricks. And even we were at Hibachi for one of the places and on my visit, and he was doing magic tricks and telling riddles.
No, he wasn't.
And I was, to spill the beans on that.
Our coach does magic tricks.
And I'm talking about pretty good. And I guess the backstory on how I committed, Trey had decided he was going to commit. Yeah. He was kind of waiting on me. Whether I picked here or not, he was still going to go here. And so then I told him, I want to go here too. And so I told him, well, let's go to the hibachi place and we'll do it. I told my dad initially, he was like, man, these official visits, man, I'm good. And I told him, I'm going to commit. So if you want to be there, and I think he went there because of my mom. Yeah. And my mom, of course, would want him to see that. And so, me and Trey have a really pretty unique, I think, connection. And so, as she was going through magic tricks and we ate and everything, and then he had no plan. He was just following me and following my lead. Yeah. And, he did a magic trick on Trey and he turned around. Okay, boom. Okay. So I said, all right, if you guess the right number, I'll commit. Of course, he was like, oh, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, you guessed the right number. Yeah. And so then, of course, I knew he was going to get it. And so he got the number. He got the color. He got everything. And then I was like, okay, boom, I'm committed. And he kind of paused for a second. Well, I guess let me rewind a second. I guess I looked at Trey right before that, And I said, if you get the number right, then I will. If you get the card right, I'll commit. And I kind of looked at him. He looked back at me, and he kind of nodded, and he was like, "Okay, cool." And then that's when he kind of flipped out after it because he thought we were joking, but we were being dead serious.
That might be the greatest story I've ever heard.
We thought he was gonna flip the table. The whole restaurant was like just looking around. They didn't know what happened.
Are we talking like guessing, or was there sleight of hand involved? Was he like pulling quarters from your ears? And
No, I think it was strictly card games, and I'm sure you can do so much more. But it was strictly card games. It was talking about the position on your body. Hand you a card, okay. Pick a card. He wouldn't look. Okay, show the people next to your card. So we show Coach Ward and show Trey the card. And look, okay, put it somewhere on your body.
Yeah.
So you put on your body if it was upper or lower, and he'd be like, okay, so you put it lower on your body, so it's a lower number, and it's this, and you put on your right side, so it's either black or red, and he got it right every single time.
We're talking the head football coach.
Head football coach. Everybody on that visit committed.
Wow.
Everybody that was at that dinner. I think it was only one guy quarterback, but he wasn't at, or two other people. But they were on the back end of the visit when I got there. So from my visit on, everybody there. Big Max, the offensive lineman, he committed as well. So yeah, we were all there to witness that. It was pretty unique.
I mean, that's gonna do it for the show today.
That just changed my life.
That is awesome.
Oh my God. I don't even know where to go from there.
Pretty unique with the riddles. It's asking, people across the table, if a train is coming from the state of Washington, if it's an electric train coming from the state of Washington, which way is the smoke blowing?
There's no smoke. It's electric.
It's electric. So it's stuff like that. And he had so many just on tap. And so that's obviously the one that I remember, but he had so many on tap. And so it's kind of unique because I just never saw, a coach really engage in that way to just out of nothing, just kind of crazy. He didn't have cards at first. He was like, hey, somebody give him some cards. And he just pulled it out of nowhere, just at dinner, and just find a way to make fun when there's room and when it's the right time.
There's that term in football and a bunch of sports, like he's a gamer. You can say a coach is a gamer. Dillingham just loves games, I think.
I am speechless. I am speechless.
He pulled up. That was big time.
I mean, damn. I guess so. Why haven't coaches been doing this to get recruits for years? Out here doing magic tricks.
Can we
you
just
think he did that on Ray and Mike?
Can we just talk about the stark contrast of going from Herm to like, hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. If a family man,
you play to win the game.
Kenny opening the door and be like, look what I got behind your ear. He's pulling out. Well, that's a clown, I guess. But yeah, it's just insane.
I couldn't believe it, but I don't think other people believe it either.
No, that's it. I've literally never heard that.
Yeah,
before.
I always told myself, you look like a guy that when you were young, you had a whole bunch of hidden talent just for no reason. You just could do a whole bunch of stuff, and that's him. His brain moves so fast.
It does. It really does. All right, let's try to get back on track a little bit. So you obviously like a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
This offensive line, it's solid. I mean, a lot of the pieces that are coming in are very solid, but having uniformity in an offensive line is a really big thing. What about that a challenge excites you, and how do you think you guys are going to be able to work so well together with a whole new group, basically?
I think just taking it step by step. It starts with having a good nucleus. I think we're going to create that. They have great leaders from last year, and I'm excited to meet and work with those guys. And then we brought in guys who want to be here. I think that's really important for any program. Is you want to bring guys who really want to be there. You don't want anybody half in, half out. It starts with Coach Saga, and that's the reason we came here. A huge part of it is your position coach. You spend more time than your own parents, anybody, any friends, family. So I think his leadership and the way he wants things ran, along with I came from a place where I was a leader on that program as well. So I look forward to becoming a better leader here and be able to lead other guys and lead with them as well.
Yeah, you bring up being a leader along that Cal offensive line. You played a lot of games for the Bears. Some at left guard, some at left tackle. Where do you feel like you fit? And I guess has there been a conversation with some of the coaches as to where they see you spending this season on that offensive line?
That hasn't gotten solidified yet, but I'm willing and ready to play both. I look to improve on both. I'm sure with through camp and everything, I'll be playing both. And spring ball and just being able to take reps at both, because the more tools you have in the toolbox, the better off you'll be. And I firmly believe that.
Aside from the guys you already know that have committed here, have you had a chance to talk to any of the new people coming in, specifically Drew Pine or any of the quarterbacks?
Yeah, me and Drew have kind of kicked it off. So one thing about Drew, I'm going to tell you, he has a Pomsky. And I didn't know what a Pomsky was. But
dog?
I guess it's a Pomeranian Husky. And I had no clue what a Pomsky was. So I said, you have a dog? And he thinks, yeah, I have a dog. And, we was talking about living situations. And, I need a place for my dog to run around. Like, what does your dog look like? So he sent me a picture, and I'm like, what is that? It looks like some type of fox, something. He's like, it's a Pomsky. I'm like, what is a Pomsky? Like, is that a Pomeranian Husky? He's like,
oh my
yeah, it's a Pomeranian Husky. I'm gonna say the baby boy is beautiful. I'm gonna be real with you.
Is it one of the tan ones or one of the black and gray
Yeah,
ones?
black and gray.
What's his name?
I don't know what his name is.
Drew.
I gotta ask him.
Drew. What kind of ego would you have to name your dog your name?
For some reason, I've never had the chance to talk to Drew Pine, but that just feels on brand to have a Pomsky. It just does.
A full Pomsky, but that was one of those guys that I've been able to talk to and relate to. I was one of those guys that reached out to me when he first committed, just to welcome in. I'm big on that. I'm big on relationships, and of course, have people on my visit. It makes it easier that my best friend is gonna be with me and my roommate. Of course, DeCarlos Brooks being here. Slater Zellers being here. So all guys I'm familiar with, and then obviously familiar coaching staff.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you a little bit about DeCarlos Brooks. Obviously, he's coming from Cal as well. A lot of familiarity between you guys. Was there any conversation with him when you were looking to come to Arizona State?
It wasn't that. I think it was pretty obvious more on his part. Because when Coach Iguana was there, of course, that's his guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if my coach was at any university, I would want to go play for him right now. And I think that's that family atmosphere and somebody you trust is really key. And I think that's scarce sometimes, in college football, being able to have a coach staff that you trust, that their word truly is bond. And so when he got in the transfer portal, I had a feeling he's going to go to ASU. At that point, I hadn't made up my mind. He hadn't really talked to me or recruited me about it. And I think it just worked out. When I was on my visit, I hit him up. He was able to, hang out with us and everything. And I'm glad it kind of worked out like a little fairy tale story, I guess.
Love it. When we talked about this off air, but obviously coming down here, you spend a lot of time going to a bunch of local places. And, we're not going to expose anybody and give out your favorite. But what has that been like, kind of integrating yourself into the community so early?
I think that's important. I think, the entire fan base and engagement with them is important. I think it's a two-way street. I want them to come support me. I want to be able to fill up Sun Devil Stadium. And I want all the fans to have a blast. But at the same time, I want to be able to know people. That's why I came here for relationships from top to bottom. It started with the coaching staff, and that's why I chose to be here. And with the fans and doing things like this. So, I'm super appreciative because I want to engage with everybody in the community. If that's whether through food, whether it's through social media and doing podcasts or interviews, I'm a big fan of people and I love to create new relationships because I feel like they can go for a long time.
Yeah. Before we get into some of the fun games and stuff that we got for you, I'm curious if you had a message or just a response to the way Sun Devil Nation has kind of greeted you so far, because going into this offseason, there was a lot of question marks as to what the coaching staff was going to look like. What would the quarterback position look like? The offensive line specifically. And I feel like Kenny has done a relatively good job of bringing in a ton of new faces, a ton of people with a lot of promise. And I feel like Sun Devil Nation has done a really good job of trying to welcome everybody with open arms. So I'm curious if you just have a message for Sun Devil Nation.
No, I appreciate all of Sun Devil Nation. I think they've done a great job, a marvelous job. I mean, even supporting, I know social media is big now, so everybody's supporting through social media. But even when I was talking about it, I go out and mention that I want to go try restaurants. Those owners and managers of those specific stores hitting me personally and saying, hey, you can come through and have a meal. And I think that's really unique because, a lot of places don't have that. And I know that for a fact. But, Sun Devil Nation has been great. And I look forward to all the support. And I look for them having fun as well in games. I know that comes with wins. A lot of fun comes with wins, winning games. So, I look forward to all that. But I would give a shout out just specifically to Sun Devil Nation because I think from top to bottom, from me and everybody else, everybody's felt a warm welcome, whether that be through social media, whether it be in person and meeting people at restaurants and everything. And, even if they're not directly affiliated with Arizona State, they've always shown love and support.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. Definitely going to be a good time here in Tempe with Ben Coleman now being a Sun Devil. Something else that is going to be a lot of fun, guys, is the inaugural PHNX Tee Party presented by Four Peaks at Dobson Ranch Golf Course on Friday the 13th. Check the link in the description to reserve your spot right now. I believe the prices got even cheaper for the tickets. I'm not lying.
They're up on the screen now.
Oh, they're up on the screen now? Oh, there we go. $36 a person, $120 per foursome. Guys, there is going to be games. There is going to be food. There is going to be everything under the sun, including a PHNX Suns watch party that's going to be out there, Suns and T-Wolves. Again, check the link in the description to reserve your spot right now.
Toe tree under the sun as well?
Toe tree under the sun. That kind of goes crazy.
Yeah. We talk about the app now? Well, let's talk about it. The one, the only, the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated Sportsbook app right now. You can download it. Use that promo code PHNX. Place a $5 moneyline bet on any NBA team to win their game. Get $150 in free bets if they do. There's a lot of stuff going on tonight. If you want to stay away from the Suns, that's okay.
Understandable.
20-19, playing the 20-19 Miami Heat. 8 p.m. tip, late game. I don't think I'm going to be up to watch that game. So yeah, staying away from that. But there's a lot of other good things. Lots of NFL to bet on this weekend.
Yep.
And yeah, just a bunch of good matchups. A lot of incentives, contract incentives that I'm excited about. So yeah, download promo code PHNX, download DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet $5 on any NBA team's money line. Get $150 in free bets. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See those show notes for more details.
All right, let's get into one of the games. So, Ben, we were coming up the elevator, and I explained to you that we were going to be doing. We had some graphics, some interesting things, and Shane and I have not seen these yet, but you have seen some of the coworkers that we have here, and some of them aren't here that are going to be on these graphics. Okay, so we've got some wanted posters. Okay, so we're going to discuss as to what you think these individuals would be wanted for, just off the top of your head. Okay, so we'll look at them and we'll get a little bit of, we'll give you a little bit of time to think. And then I guess you could give us a little bit of a reason why these people are.
I'm going to be brutally honest now.
Yeah, I'm brutally honest. I was just about to ask you to do that.
I'm here for it. All right, Leah, what do we got first? Or who do we got first?
Do you have an order you want to go in, or can I just go?
Whatever you're feeling.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to start right here.
Oh, God.
That is Michaela Perkins. Michaela, what is she wanted for?
Michaela's wanted for something sneaky. I think Michaela is for sure wanted for something. It's giving me
real estate vibes.
Yeah, it's giving me fraud vibes.
Yes.
It's giving me 100%. Using her looks for fraud vibes. I can go with credit card. It could be anything.
Yep.
Definitely fraud.
Credit card fraud for Michaela. I think that's pretty spot on.
I think she stole something.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, but maybe it's embezzlement or whatever.
Yeah. I could definitely see that. Are there any social media related crimes that you can commit?
I'm sure you can commit some type of war
identity,
crime.
like identity theft.
Crisis,
identity theft.
Okay. I would say almost like she was like the Don or something like that.
She was the Don.
That would really like throw it off. Like she was leading like a giant cartel. No one would ever suspect. So that's why she hasn't been caught.
We did talk about a cult. This probably won't surprise you. She was in a sorority in college.
Yes.
So we were talking about maybe embezzling sorority funds or just starting a cult from her.
We're connecting the dots as we go. Leah, who do we got next?
That's
true. That is true. She's not in the
Nobody
office.
knows where she is.
Yeah.
She shows up at noon every day.
Yep.
And she leaves the same time every day?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She's got commitments somewhere in.
Nobody hangs out with her after hours.
Not that we know of.
They don't go out to get something to eat.
Oh no. Oh boy.
When you watch the news, it might be her.
All right, Leah, who do we got next? Oh my God. Okay, so this is Johnny. What is Johnny wanted
Johnny
for, Ben?
Boy. I think Johnny Boy. I think he broke something basic. It looks like he owns a restaurant.
Okay.
And it looks like
wait, what type? Like Chili's or an Applebee's or like something like Mom and Pop?
Hibachi, maybe.
I'm going
like a Chili's.
I'm going Applebee's. I'm going Applebee's.
Yeah.
He owns an Applebe's. Okay, don't be influenced by Johnny being here.
No, yeah, I got to keep it straight up. It looks like his business. It's going out of business. It looks like his Applebee's location is going out of business.
That smile is fake.
It may or may not be a Tempe location. And I think he just. I would say health rule. I would say some type of health rule that he ends up getting like sued for and everything. Like,
hey, Ponzi scheme.
There was an Applebee's on Rural and University. I want to say that did go out of business
for that same reason.
No, I think it just went out of business.
Johnny's Applebee's is going out of business. Yep. Wow, health violations. That's tragic for Johnny. All right, Leah, who do we got next? Oh, okay.
Oh boy,
this is the man whose seat you are currently residing in. This is Sean. What is Sean wanted for?
Some type of illegal sports bet.
Yeah. Yep.
Some type of illegal sports bet.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, are we talking like dog fighting?
I'm talking back to like headache days.
Oh,
I'm talking back to headache days.
Oh,
I do my research.
Yeah, I was just about to say my man does his research.
Yeah, I'm talking about headache days. Headache met him in class, Psych 101 or something like that. It came to one thing: how many points Kazim dropped tonight playing the team? I'll give him 25. And then it turned into what it turned into. So he might have been the person that started the whole headache situation.
Yeah. Shout out Headache Smith, man.
Again. I am speechless. Again, all right, Leah. Who do we got? Number 4. This is Jesse. Jesse looks very innocent.
That's murder right there.
That's straight up murder?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
On Netflix, there has been a show that's very disturbing. Took it by storm last couple months. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. If you add glasses, I think I'll believe it at that.
Holy shit.
If you can edit the glasses on there, the circle glasses. And let me tell you something. I went to Washington State, and I played Trey, and I walked through the tunnel. There was somebody with a music instrument, and I was like, you're him. And he thought it was funny. I was dead serious. That was pregame.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Ben, I think you have earned a permanent spot on this show. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I got nothing. Who do we got next, man? That is incredible. All right, this is Emma. What is Emma wanted for?
Emma. I feel like Emma was involved in an altercation with a skateboard. It's giving me skateboard vibes. It's giving me like... So I saw a video on social media where a McLaren was driving on the street and a kid got in the way.
That same thing.
Yep. Took the skateboard and he hit the McLaren and went away. I think Emma also hit the McLaren. It could have been Emma in the video.
Emma's out here smashing vehicles.
She's fast
with
too.
a
That kid was
skateboard.
fast.
Yeah.
Is it the sunglasses? Is it the hat? Like what gives
the hair hanging out the back?
Yeah.
I recently used to have my hair out the back. Just cut it. Just give me skateboard vibes.
Okay.
Some type of assault, vandalism with the skateboard. The skateboard has to be involved with whatever's going on.
That is amazing. I don't know how many more of these we have, but just one. Okay, I wish we had endless, honestly. All right, I believe this is Gerald, right? We got this last one. Oh, he's got the suit too.
Honestly, you could say credit card fraud for almost everybody.
Gerald's his name?
Yep.
Gerald stole money.
Gerald stole money.
Gerald looks like he owns a bank. Yeah, you know what? He's giving me. He owns a bank, and his own bank gets robbed.
His own bank. Is he responsible for it? He robbed his own bank.
I haven't put it together. Maybe the manager at the bank. So he doesn't own the bank. The manager at the bank.
Okay.
He's getting paid regular. All of a sudden, the money goes missing somehow. Gerald, how did this happen? I don't know.
It's in Gerald's mattress.
It's in Gerald's mattress? Yeah. God damn. Okay, so out of the 6 that you saw, who is the most terrifying of the 6? Obviously, they all have different crimes between, Jesse, we're not going to, mention what Jesse's got going on, but Johnny's restaurant. We got Gerald, who owns a bank. Emma's out here destroying cars. Like,
who's my serial killer again?
That was Jesse. There he is.
Yes, Jesse. I see Jesse. I'm uncomfortable. God bless you, Jesse. If I see you late night vibes,
you're running.
I'm glad I know you now. I'm not running, but I'm very observant.
Okay.
I'm very observant.
That's amazing.
If anybody's with me, I might step in front of them a little bit.
And getting your 3-point stand.
Yeah, I'm saying if my food was for here, it might be to go all of a sudden. Yeah, to go box. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to have to go with Jesse.
Shit.
Bless Jesse, but Jesse for sure.
Oh, my goodness. That is incredible. Shit. Absolutely incredible. You know what else is incredible, Shane?
What is incredible?
Burrito Express. Burrito Express is incredible. Ben, you can attest to this. You had Burrito Express the other day. How'd it hit?
And that burrito was hot. It was hot as hell. And she asked if I wanted spicy or mild. And I was like, I want it spicy. And Trey looked at me. And I was like, I want it spicy. I was like, I'll change to mild. And you're like, yeah, see, I knew you were going to switch it to mild. No, matter of fact, I want it spicy.
Yeah.
And I put the sauce on it, and I was skeptical about the shredded beef. I didn't think that would go good. It was great. It's smack.
It's smack. That's all Burrito Express does, is their food hits every single day of the week, guys. You can buy a $25 Burrito Express gift card, and you're going to get a free burrito with it. You're literally getting breakfast or lunch as you are spending money. Guys, head on over to a nearby Burrito Express location today and give them a follow on social media at BurritoEXP.
Yes, sir. And one of the first things that you said when you walked in here is, or when we went live, is how comfortable these seats are.
Yes, sir.
And they're for More Furniture. It's the best place to get your furniture in the Valley. Sean got his furniture there. We've all gotten some. We got some recliners out there for More Furniture. Save big on the best furniture in the Valley when you head over to morefurniture.com. Just not any more you can say. It's just so
they're soft, dude. I don't know what it is. I sit in these every day, but for some reason today I'm like, these are just like they're soft. You don't
comfortable for a big dude?
Yeah, sleepy vibes.
Yeah.
Big dude certified.
Big dude certified. More Furniture, big dude certified.
That is incredible.
Head over to morefurniture.com. Get yourself some big dude certified furniture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. We have got the topic that I feel like at this point everybody's waiting for. We got hot or not. Okay. Now, again, I explained a little bit earlier. So we've got Leah's got 3 topics. Okay, so every Friday she's got 3 really random topics.
Okay.
And you're just gonna let us know if you think they're hot or not. It may turn into a little bit of a heated discussion.
Okay.
And just let us know if you think, why it's hot. But before we do that, Leah, who was hot this week?
I feel like I haven't done this in so long. So we will choose.
Oh yeah.
Shane's hot this week.
Yeah. I mean,
congratulations, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm rocking.
You're looking hot today.
Rocking the retro Nautica.
And the New Balance kind of go crazy.
Fits today. Just fits today.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, Leah, without further ado, what is our first topic on the day?
These are very random today. First topic, hot or not? Fog.
Fog. Ooh.
I'd say hot. Because there's not a lot of things in the world other than weather that can change your mood completely. And you could be scared because it's foggy. You could be cozy because it's foggy. You might not be able to see, but kind of feel a little better. When it's overcast, I'm in a better mood,
Is it the fog though that is hot, or is it just the whole overcast vibe of it?
Well, it's the fog. Because overcast is overcast. Foggy is foggy.
I'm
Plus, we don't get that here.
I'm torn on it, to be honest with you. Where are you going, Ben?
I gotta go hot.
Okay.
I gotta hot. Gloomy weather.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm in the wrong place for gloomy weather. I know that. But anytime it's kind of given it might rain vibe.
Yeah.
Even in the morning, come from the Bay Area where it's heavy fog.
Yeah.
One of my teammates had this thing called fog pog. And pog as in the juice. And we don't know where it came from. And every day he posted fog pog. Every day. I'm not even kidding on Snapchat. Every single day since the day I met him.
That's crazy. For the clean sweep, I'm gonna go hot. It's nice. Usually when it's foggy, it means it's overcast, which usually means it's a little bit cooler weather, which you never get enough of it here. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go fog is hot as well. Leah, what do we got for number 2?
All right. I feel like we might have done this one in the past. It's hard to remember, but it's new for Ben because you're now in Tempe. So hot or not, the light rail.
Ooh.
You got experience with the light rail yet, Ben?
See, I'm gonna go not because I cannot stand. Now, I'm with the transportation.
Yeah,
I think it's neat.
Yeah,
they had BART, but standing at the light and I'm just waiting forever. I mean, I sat at a light the other night about 11:30, and it was just me and the light rail, and nobody was going. No green lights, just me, the light rail, and then the light rail sign going. And I think I just gotta go now. I think I'd just rather go. I think I'd just rather go on the whip. I mean, obviously privileged to have a whip, but I last time I went to a Niners game, I went on the BART, and it's just obviously a light rail type vibe, and it's some crazy experience that will happen on there.
Oh yeah,
you'll definitely never forget.
You know where you find Jesse? I'm just saying, you might find Jesse on the light rail
at the Niners game and the light rail.
What you got, Shade?
I took it for 2 years going to Cronkite. Was when I lived in Tempe. So for that, I'm going to say not hot because it took too long. In the summer, it was hot in there, physically hot. And yeah, I mean, as Ben said, there's just some experiences that maybe if you're in a good mood, it's funny, but maybe if you're not,
it's just kind of sketch.
When
I'm on public transportation, when I'm on safe public transportation, I want to for some reason, I just want to sleep, right? I want to be comfy. I want to lay back in my chair and I want to be chilling. But on the light rail, I feel like if you fall asleep, you might not wake up. So for that reason, I'm going to say not hot.
You know what I do mess with, though? People singing.
On the light rail?
Just in public.
Good singing or bad or just singing?
At light rail stations. They might have some catalyst
Can we get an example
in their system. Just a homeless person wailing.
What are they singing?
Just, I don't know.
Can we get an example?
Yeah. Oh, you want me to sing for you? It's like,
oh, shit. You pull up, you're on the light rail.
Yeah, nah.
You're leaving. You're walking wherever you got to go.
I got to walk.
Yeah. There's no shot. You get on.
I might not like the singing, but I like the idea. He's trying.
Yeah. I mean, I would prefer. I'm cool with if you are if you're one of those people that's talented as shit and you are singing on the light rail or you're outside, you're on the station.
That becomes corny. If you're too good, it becomes corny.
I disagree.
I'm right there with you.
Yep. I
do have a lady. Yes, she can sing.
Can she?
She can sing.
But you don't want her flexing it.
But then it's why are we singing all the time? Then again, she's helping me clean, or she's cooking. It's she's cooking for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say anything.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
We're singing all the time.
Yeah.
But then again, when I tell people I'm like, oh yeah, she can sing. They're like, oh really? You can sing? She's like, yeah.
And doesn't
they
Nothing.
expect, they expect
Yeah.
them
But
to,
when you're doing anything else,
Yeah.
it's a full show, shower, full show.
Uh-huh.
But when everybody wants you to sing, oh, like how come you don't sing? Or these songs you don't sing, no singing.
that's wild. That's
So it's almost like pastime. It's like now all of a sudden it's a full show.
Do you
full
guys like
auditorium.
musicals?
Do I like musicals? I can't stand musicals, but I love a cartoon musical.
Oh, okay. Does she like musicals?
Yeah, she likes anything that's like singing vibes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a cartoon musical.
There's a movie. It's a cartoon movie.
Okay.
It's not sing. I'll go for a sing.
Yeah.
Sing.
I've never seen it.
I love the bad guys. I watch all the stuff.
Okay. You not a big High School Musical guy.
No, I can't stand it.
Okay. I just had to. You know.
I can't stand it.
You okay?
I
over
respect it.
there? You okay?
I don't like musicals, but High School Musical goes crazy.
I've watched it, of course,
Yeah.
multiple times. But
Yeah,
I think as you get older, I think it's worse.
Yeah, that's totally
That's
fair.
fair. I
That's
haven't
totally
seen it in
fair.
a very long time.
All right, what do we got for the final topic?
All right, there's been a lot of drama in the headlines lately with Prince Harry's new memoir.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So hot or not,
Oh.
like the royal family and royal family drama.
No, well, okay.
They're just the Kardashians, but English. That's it. Are they not?
No, you're spot on there, Buster. Not hot. First, okay. I'm so like I just don't. I'm just, a lot of people like it. I just don't understand caring about other people's lives that are like super famous. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's cool, somebody, but like following up, keeping up with the Kardashians. Like, it's not for me. And like, dude, these people, if you live in the U.S., they do not impact you directly. Like, what? I mean, sure, it might be entertaining, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not reading an article about it. So not hot, both of them.
Yeah. I mean, this is my issue with not hot for the royal family, right? Because the royal family
Be careful.
and celebrities in general. Celebrities in general,
Might be
right?
a hit on us.
For
soon.
people
Jesse might be delivering
that
it.
shit. For like people that I'm gonna go a direction of like don't like sports, right? Those are their like athletes, right? Because on a daily basis, I feel like we're pretty up to date with what's going on with Arizona State sports, what's going on with our teams on a national level. Whereas there's people that don't like sports that are probably like, what the fuck do you care if like he tweaked his knee or like if he's at practice or like that type of stuff.
That's valid.
Right. So it's like, it's just vice versa. But I'm going to go with you. I do not think the royal family is just not hot. I mean, Meghan Markle, not.
That wasn't the question, Totri.
My bad.
We have to bonk him every so often. Hey, change the
Jesse.
sign. There's now 0 days without that.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to go not just because I'm with you. I can't the fascination of other people's lives.
Yeah.
I mean, and because I see the comparison, but I also think that I gotta go with that. You know, as much as we care about the athletes, I don't know if I'm really invested in their lives.
Yeah.
So I appreciate them. They do great things. You know, I'm an athlete myself. You know, on that same path. But yeah, I can't do the fascination with the whole life and. Oh, this happened and that happened. Even with the Kardashians, everything that happens here, the whole TMZ vibe, I can't even get down with it.
100%. I know we don't have any more hot or not topics. I am curious. We played on the show before. I don't know if we have it. Do we have the hot or not that we did with the coaches by chance somewhere? No. Okay. You'll have to take a look.
Yeah, well,
on YouTube after.
I've seen sagas.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've seen sagas do it. Coach Carrington.
They're talking about birds.
Yeah.
The flea flicker.
Flea
what
flicker.
else did we have?
Yeah, flea flicker is sexy.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's hot. What about birds?
When it connects, birds. Yeah, I don't care for them.
No.
I don't think they. I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't serve a purpose because that's not my lane.
are they real? Or are they
I
spies?
think it's a mix.
Yeah.
I think it's a
That's what I
combo.
think.
They mix them in?
I think
That's
it's a
what
combo.
I think.
I think it's for sure a combo.
I'm not so far gone where I'm like none of them are real, but like that pigeon's looking at me.
Yeah.
And you can't tell
You
me
ever
different.
seen a baby pigeon?
That's what I'm saying.
Just, it is.
Damon, when's the last time you saw a baby pigeon? Never.
Yeah.
They don't exist.
No, they don't.
They're
I think there's
spawn.
a big emphasis around the real ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
fair. That's absolutely fair.
I just don't know what they do. What purpose do they serve?
Do pigeons serve or just birds?
Birds, period.
They
I mean,
definitely eat
you could
bugs.
probably seagulls. Maybe
yeah,
you could
but they're
argue
still
something.
bugs. Well, seagulls just shit on you.
Doesn't every bird?
That's fair. That's fair.
Anyone in the sky? I mean,
What do the exotic birds do?
Like
Like, what's a toucan doing?
Birds give us eggs.
Fruit Loops.
But what's a toucan doing?
Fruit Loops.
Look-
Selling
Looking
Fruit Loops.
cute.
parrot.
Looking cute. Yeah. Penguin's a bird.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Penguins are for sure real. So that's See,
But see, that's what they want you to
half and
believe.
half.
That's what they want you to believe.
There's definitely.
I'll take a penguin.
I'd say there, like for every pigeon that's real, or for every 100 pigeons that's real, there's probably one spy. For every penguin that's real, or for every 1,000 penguins that's real, there's probably one human in a penguin suit.
Oh shit! There's a human in a penguin suit?
Yeah.
God damn. You never know. You can't trust anybody.
How big or
these days.
small is the human?
It's,
How big are penguins?
I'm
sure
how
they vary.
tall are penguins?
Well, it depends on the penguin. The emperor penguins are what, 5 feet tall?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're big.
It's crazy.
I
Can you imagine
might
having
just
a
be
pet
talking
penguin?
about my ass right
That's
now.
a
Hold on.
big ass bird, especially one that
Emperor.
That's
can
on the
fly.
bird category.
They
Yeah.
range from 3.5 to 4.5 feet.
See, I was just lying.
This is
Yeah, on the
actually-
shorter
I
side.
hear you lying.
That's crazy.
Those are the taller ones, though.
Yeah.
Penguins
Emperor
hella
penguins are
cute.
big.
There's an aquarium.
You gotta be big to be called and like have emperor in your name.
There's an aquarium out here in Scottsdale.
Mhm.
They just let the penguins walk around sometimes. They're like this tall, cute as hell.
You want to
They'll
take one?
They'll paint for you. They'll get
The
their
penguins will paint.
so they'll put. I think they put paint on their feet, or they like step on paint and then they just step all over canvases.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking that they put the brush in their mouth or
That's
something.
what I'm like,
Picasso.
damn, that's what we're doing.
That will be
Penguin
great.
Picasso.
Is there an animal that you guys are
Hugs
scared
and
of?
hugs. Stop that right now.
Ooh.
Animal that you guys are deathly scared of?
Oh, my birds, massive birds.
Deathly,
Oh, what?
deathly
Like,
scared of?
okay, I'll find the bird I'm talking about.
Oh, you're scared
Like
of
you
a specific
cannot
bird.
be in the room with it no matter
I've never
what.
been in a room with it gets a super exotic, but like it talks to me.
Okay, shit.
I gotta go Komodo dragon. I just have to put that out
That
there.
is,
Well, those- that's real.
That's fair
With
though.
the
That's
poison in
a
its
fair.
mouth and everything. I can't do the Komodo dragon.
You know they can actually taste blood from like a mile away. Like you
Are
literally.
you lying again?
No, swear to God.
Okay, I'm just curious.
That's the devil's work. I know I'm a sun devil. That's the devil's work.
An animal I'm like deathly scared of, bro. I don't want to give like an animal like a shark or something because that's like everybody's scared of that. But I'm gonna go. Oh fuck! I don't like frogs, bro. I'm about to be in a room with a
What?
frog.
What?
I don't fuck with frogs, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't fuck with a lot of amphibious animals in general.
Really?
Yeah. I don't trust them.
Dude,
They're slimy. They're weird. This is an animal that just jumps. Like, nah, I don't fuck with it.
Wow.
Hey, the more you know.
There's some
you tell me
poisonous
you gonna fuck
frogs
with a
too,
frog?
right?
That's poisonous frog.
Shoe
All you gotta
bills.
do is touch him when you're dead.
Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
That thing got a big head.
It's huge.
I will slap the taste out that bird's mouth.
That got a bobblehead.
How tall is it? Let's
That's a
see.
bobbleheaded bird.
How
All right, you
tall?
find the height. You find the height of
Yeah.
that bird. I'm gonna tell people about Illegal Pete's. Guys, we are super excited to welcome.
5 feet tall.
5 feet tall?
5 feet tall. It's a
I want
bird.
smoke. I'll take smoke with the bird. Over the Komodo, I'll take smoke
Yeah.
with the bird. all day
Well,
long.
yes, 100%.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, Illegal Pete's. It's a new year, new diet. Stop pushing it off because Illegal Pete's has what you need with endless options of fresh ingredients that can almost fit into just about any diet or dietary restriction. It's a no-brainer. Eat Pete's just for the health of it. See what we did there? Illegal Pete's is always our go-to spot for burritos and beer and buddies and margaritas too. They go crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I know we're going to have a couple of fun events, probably oriented around some ASU basketball games. So definitely be on the lookout for that because we're going to be out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And maybe you guys can get some comped food and drinks. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shane, anything else for Ben before we get out of here?
You been in any sporting events yet?
I haven't. So upcoming, I don't know if I'm gonna go. A good friend of mine is Evan Mobley. Playing
Okay.
the Suns, playing great right now. Phenomenal.
You're just going to drop that?
His brother Isaiah, phenomenal. I rep our city hard. We come from the same area, and so I think about going to that. So we'll see. If time permits that.
You are the second ASU transfer to come to Arizona State in 2 years that has had a friend on the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson from Vanderbilt was friends with Darius Garland growing up.
Okay.
Yeah,
That
like
is-
close,
that is crazy.
close with their, you said you're a Niners fan too, right?
I'm not a fan.
You're not a Niners fan.
No, I've been to Niner game. I grew up a Vikings fan, which fun fact started in Arizona.
Okay.
2009, they played here.
So are y'all legit or not?
What?
The Vikings.
I see. I'm not really diehard,
Okay.
but I like as you grow up. I think it fades when you get
Yeah.
closer and closer to the goal. I think it fades out. I still have an appreciation for them, the program, everything, the whole organization. But it started here in 2009 when I went to a Cardinals game. Knew somebody that knew somebody, so then I went and I was like, the guy Adrian Peterson runs kind of fast. I like him, and everything else looks good. They had Phil Lawhold at the time, a big time left tackle, and they had Jared Allen at the time, and I was like, these guys are pretty cool. I think I'll be cool with them. Of course, when you meet them, that helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Meeting after the game, and then I went to a Suns game, And so it's kind of crazy that everything comes full circle.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome, man. Well, we appreciated you having on. You're definitely welcome anytime. Guys, if you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef. Ben, where can the peeps follow you on Twitter?
Benji Coleman with 2 eyes.
Yes, sir. And you can follow the man who's not here, Sean DePaz, at Sean_DePaz.
Remembering that for every 100 pigeons, one of them is a spy, as always.
Yep. And we will be back Sunday with an ASU basketball post-game show. The Sun Devils take on the Huskies. But for now, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we'll see you Sunday. Peace.